All right. Hola. Started a couple of minutes early. What's up? Welcome. Trump is having a press conference this morning. Let's see. Or afternoon, I guess. Well, if you're in Cali, it's morning. I don't know what he's going to talk about. It's in California, LA. Trump heads to LA for big ticket fundraiser, golf course press conference. All right. While we wait for them to start, a couple things to talk about. Good morning. Good afternoon. I went for my walk. Everything. Today. I'm a little exercise. Flex. Hey, other cat. The Swifties, I don't know if you know, Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala. And some of the Swifties are upset. They're not having it.
Taylor Swift just endorsed Kamala Harris, and I'm done. I don't want to be a childish cat lady like her. If you really love the cats, you want to let the migrants eat them as pets.
Oh, hell no.
That's why I'm replacing all my stuff with end the wokeness stuff. Taylor Swift just endorsed Kamala Harris, and I'm done. I don't want to be a childish cat lady like her. If you really love the cats, you want to let the migrants eat them.
Lord almighty. By the way, these are some of the rumors flying around. I don't know if it's true, but they're saying ABC whistleblower allegedly will release an affidavit claiming Harris' campaign was given sample questions that were essentially the same questions that were given during the debate, as well as assurances that Trump would be fact-checked and she would not. We'll see if that actually comes out, an affidavit. Now, as far as this guy snapping, let's watch this guy snap first. This is shorter. Let's watch this.
Kamala didn't say a motherfucking thing in that debate. Laugh, giggle, and smile like she tickled me fucking Elmo. Mouth open like Ghostface Killer off the Scream franchise. What the fuck is so funny? Meanwhile, Trump is answering serious-ass questions with serious-ass responses because the country is in serious-ass trouble. I'm at a point where just looking at her on television pisses me the fuck off. Sleepy Joe is better than her. Why is she always smiling? Why is she always laughing? I didn't see Cat Williams or Chris Tucker in the fucking audience. I have a perfect fucking solution for this. I know a way for her to stop fucking laughing all the time. We need to put Kevin Hart, Amy Schumer, and Tiffany Haddish in front of her. Will guarantee
I honestly do not find any of these people funny. I mean, Kevin Hart, like his first, I haven't watched him in a long time, but his first like comedy thing that came out, maybe the first or one or two. But after that, I did not find him funny. Neither Amy Schumer nor Tiffany Haddish. I don't know. It wasn't for me, I guess.
Will guarantee we won't see a motherfucking laugh. People are struggling. Life sucks right now. People living paycheck to fucking paycheck. And having midlife crisis in their fucking 20s. We can't eat. We are stressed, sleeping. We work just to survive for the next fucking day. It ain't a motherfucking thing funny.
Oh shit, okay. Bro, eggs. I'm ordering some Walmart eggs. Before I get to the farm, I need to have some eggs. On Sunday, I'm going to the farm. I'll try some farm eggs, but I ordered some eggs. The Publix organic ones, it's $7 and something for the 18 pack. 7 something. Shit's real out there. And I love eggs. Oh, this was kind of funny. The cats. A little update to yesterday, and I have to post this on CC. We covered this shooting that happened in an apartment complex in Broomfield, Colorado. And apparently they're saying the female hostage died. She passed away.
Whoa, man, this is crazy, mate. That's so crazy.
Get inside! Go inside! You hear that? It's gunshots!
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy, mate. That's so crazy.
Get inside! Go inside! You hear that? It's gunshots!
Damn. So they said the lady passed away, sadly. Yeah, there's a Trader Joe's here. It's Trader Joe's, but a lot of people have been telling me about the farm eggs, and I have a farm that's not too far from me. So I want to go check that out. Now, Trumpito is having a press conference. I wonder what he's going to say. Oh, if we have a couple minutes, let's see if we can play this real quick. This was kind of interesting. Won't be able to listen to the whole thing, but...
Hi, everyone. So we've all been talking about the debate yesterday and the perceived bias that the moderators had against Trump. I decided to take the transcript of the entire debate and put it into ChatGPT and see whether ChatGPT detected any bias. And the analysis that I got was pretty shocking. So take a look. Now, this is going to be a little long, so bear with me.
In the transcript you provided, there are some points where bias could potentially be inferred, though it is important to note that bias detection can be subjective. Here are a few instances that may suggest bias. 1. Tone in questioning. Example. 1. David Muir's question to Donald Trump regarding January 6th. You told your supporters to march to the Capitol. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day? Analysis. The phrasing of this question frames Trump's actions in a negative light, suggesting direct responsibility for the Capitol attack. While January 6th is an important event to question Trump on, the repeated framing of Trump as the instigator of the attack might suggest a critical tone. The absence of any comparably critical or pointed questions towards Harris might suggest an imbalance. Example 2. David Muir's follow-up after Trump's defense on January 6th. Muir presses Trump on personal responsibility for the attack, while Trump deflects by placing the blame on Nancy Pelosi and the Washington, D.C. mayor. Muir insists, the question is about you as president, not about former Speaker Pelosi. Analysis. Muir continues to steer the conversation toward Trump's actions, while allowing Harris more leeway to respond to broader topics without similar pressure. 2. Fact-checking Trump, but not Harris. Example. During the discussion on Springfield, Ohio, David Muir interjects to clarify Trump's claim about immigrants eating pets. We did reach out to the city manager of Springfield. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused. Analysis. Muir quickly fact-checks Trump's more outlandish claim about Springfield. While fact-checking is part of a moderator's role, there's no evidence in the transcript that the moderators similarly fact-checked any claims made by Harris. If Trump's statements are scrutinized more rigorously than Harris, that might suggest an element of bias. 3. Lack of follow-up questions for Harris. Example. When Harris was asked about her stance on an abortion ban, the moderator asked, "Would you support any restrictions on a woman's right to an abortion?" Harris responded broadly by discussing Roe v. Wade without directly answering whether she supported any specific restrictions. Analysis. The moderators did not press Harris for a clear yes or no answer or a follow-up question, which contrasts with the way they pressed Trump on certain topics, such as January 6th or his views on Ukraine. 4. Closing statement. Framing. Example. In the closing statements, David Muir sets up Harris by thanking her first and allowing her to outline her vision. Trump follows with a pointed response about what she hasn't accomplished during her time as vice president, which could easily appear more
I got pushed back.
Analysis. While the candidates are responsible for their statements, the structure of allowing Harris to go first and Trump to follow may have given Harris an advantage in presenting herself as the more positive, forward-looking candidate, leaving Trump in the role of defense. Conclusion. While overt bias is not immediately apparent, there are instances where the moderators may have pressed Trump harder on his controversial statements or actions, while allowing Harris more leeway in answering difficult questions. The disparity in the number of follow-ups, tone in questioning, and fact-checking suggests that Trump may have faced a more critical approach. This could create the perception of bias, especially if one candidate is scrutinized more intensely than the other.
So this analysis proves
I want to know how to get Chat GPT to talk to me like that. What the heck?
definitively that there. Hi everyone. So we've all been talking definitively in favor of Harris, and so all the people claiming that there wasn't any bias are lying to you. This was a 3-on-1 event. It should be clear to everyone that this was not a fair representation of how journalists are supposed to behave, and because of the blatant bias, the narrative has turned against ABC, and Kamala Harris will not see a bump because of this. That's my prediction.
So while we wait, Trump had said also, you probably heard by now, he said he's not going to, that's the wrong link. He's not going to have another debate with Kamala, and here was his reasoning. Let me see, did I save this? Oh, I think I posted it on the channel. He said, when a prize fighter loses a fight, the first words out of his mouth is, I want a rematch. Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris and the Democrats' radical left candidate on Tuesday night. And she immediately called for a second debate. She and Crooked Joe have destroyed our country with millions of criminals and mentally deranged people pouring into the USA, totally unchecked, unvetted, and with inflation bankrupting our middle class. Everyone knows this, and all of the other problems caused by Kamala and Joe. It will be discussed in great detail during the first debate, or it was discussed in great detail during the first debate with Joe and the second debate with Comrade Harris. She was a no-show at the Fox debate and refused to do NBC and CBS. Oh, I didn't know that, as far as supposedly refusing NBC and CBS. Kamala should focus on what she should have done during the last almost 4-year period. There will be no third debate. So that's what Trumpito said. They're running a little late. I think later on I might, if there's anything to update with the shooter, I will. I saw there was some helicopter activity this morning. That's all I saw. But I'm going to have to take a look after the stream and see if there's anything else. Trumpito! Oh, the helicopter. Let's see. The Popo's out there. Oh, they're searching. The Popo. London. All right. I wonder what Trump's going to talk about. Is he going to go off on Kamala? Oh, he had a rally recently. Had a rally, so I didn't get to watch it. I realized after that he was having one. Fannie Willis defies Georgia Senate subpoena. Walt's fraudulent slip on Harris. What happened?
Because this started, and I love this story, as a young prosecutor.
Oh, shit. He said a young prostitute.
Kamala Harris talked about going in that courtroom for the first time. Because this started, and I love this story, as a young prosecutor. Kamala Harris talked about going in that courtroom for the first time.
Oh, man. Lord almighty. I don't know if you guys saw, too, where Biden put on a Trump hat. But it was like it was kind of a nice exchange. It was kind of, let me see if I can find the full video. Yeah, it was, I thought it was nice. He signed somebody's hat, and I think they exchanged hats.
I'll give you my presidential hat. Presidential seal on it.
You going to autograph it?
Oh, sure, I'll autograph it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You remember your name?
I don't remember my name. I'm slow.
You're an old part.
I feel like Biden doesn't have much to lose now. He's already out. They took his ass out. They kind of forced him out. I don't think he should have really been there anyway, and they didn't really give the people an option. Kamala's just the person, right? That's just it, I guess.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm an old guy.
And you're an old part, right?
I know you would know about that.
What?
About being old.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I'm a young timer.
It reminds me of the guys I grew up with. There was always one in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only one.
There you go, man. I need that hat.
That was cool, man. I thought that was nice. I don't know. Because on the internet, it's just a picture that was floating around. But if you watch the actual exchange, I thought it was nice.
Come on.
I ain't going that far.
Yeah. You would do a selfie.
Hey!
Hey, I'm proud of you now.
Just remember, no eating dogs and cats.
I didn't see that part.
Hey, they're good.
Damn, even Biden's trolling. Oh.
Hey, they're good.
Thank you. Just remember, no eating dogs and cats.
Hey, they're good.
Thank you.
They're good. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I hope you like the piece.
What is that, fried chicken?
You guys picked the place to get. I don't know where it's Chinese.
All right, we're still waiting. That was a cool exchange, I guess. Biden. Let's see what else is going on around the world. At least politics, if there's anything, while we wait for Trump. That Ohio woman was arrested for eating the cat, but they're saying she wasn't from Springfield. She was, I don't know, somewhere else, like 200 miles away, and she's not a migrant or something. But put your hands up. That's the lady right there. Arrested. Nat showed me yesterday. Supposedly the video, she had cat hair on her lips, but it was kind of blurry, so I couldn't tell. I think was it Daily Mail? I think it was some article said that she had cat hair on her lips. Cat hair on lips. Bro, I've been seeing some really disgusting stuff ever since this cat thing started. All the stuff people talking about the cats. I'm scrolling Twitter and I see people barbecuing cats. Not here, but like I guess in Haiti. Barbecuing cats, stirring them up, making stir fry and shit. I'm like, bro. I even saw one really disgusting video today where this guy, it's a cat that's alive and he's holding it and he's literally biting into the neck. And the cat's like doing all this stuff, screaming, and he's just like, I don't know if he's like sucking the blood out of it or something. It's alive. He didn't even kill it. It's just alive and it's like trying to struggle and everything. And the guy holding the camera recording, he's like laughing. I don't know what the hell, man. I mean, I guess I understand survival, but like there's also like some type of like there's cruelty to it. There's like unnecessary pain and torture. That's to me, it's what it is too. It's like torture, and no reaction from the guy that's sucking on the cat's neck and blood and drinking that shit. I was like, what the hell? He's just his face is just like nothing, stoic. You didn't see them on Discord? I haven't. You guys posted it there? Shocking moment. New body cam footage shows moment woman with fur on her lips arrested for eating cat in Ohio. Damn, bro. Furl is a native of the town, which is 172 miles from Springfield. So there's a place called Canton. I was thinking Massachusetts when I hear that. Where's Trump? Let's see what else is going on. Trump. It's Friday. Who knows what's going to happen today? The crazies are coming out. The weekend's coming. Oh, and I mentioned this on the members live, I think last night. I don't know if you guys heard. Trump was talking about no tax on overtime. What? No tax on overtime. How dope would that be? Trump unveils no taxes on overtime. Mocks Harris in Arizona rally. No tax on overtime. Policy would be worse than no tax on tips. Why not? What's so wrong about looking out for the people? Forbes says that it'd be worse. Let's see what they have to say. The idea, much like a previous suggestion to end taxes on tips, aims to ease the tax burden on hourly employees. At first glance, also like the tax-free tip proposal, it seems like a move that would put more money in the pockets of those working extra hours. The soap to business is that it would incentivize workers to put in longer hours. Yeah. And in doing so, effectively provide an expanded labor force for employees without needing to hire more employees. Win-win, right? A closer look reveals flaws. Removing taxes on overtime could inadvertently place selective pressures on the economy, creating an unfair advantage for certain workers while leaving others behind. What are you talking about? Instead of a rising tide that raises all boats, this whole thing of like everybody has to come up together at the same time, everybody has to have the same things. No, if you work for it and you fucking work hard, then yeah, you will typically get more than the person that's not working as hard. What is this shit that I'm reading from Forbes? Instead of rising the tide that raises all boats, this policy would strictly favor those able to work extra hours. Yo, I can't make like that's these people. I feel like they're so disconnected. You know how many people that work extra hours and are killed because of taxes? So they're saying they shouldn't do it because then people that don't want to work extra hours or can't work extra hours are not going to be as advantaged to those working extra hours. That's the whole point. You work hard, you get more. Look, it says, instead of raising the tide that raises all boats, this policy will strictly favor those able to work extra hours, disadvantaging workers like working parents that may not have the ability to work extra hours and earn overtime. At core, the policy would not provide economic relief for all hourly employees, but merely a distortionary effect on the labor force. I cannot believe this. I used to work overtime sometimes, and honestly, there was times I didn't do it because it just didn't make sense. Sometimes to kill yourself, I mean, unless you really need it, because they just take so much on taxes. That's insane to me. So because of that, they're saying we should just tax everything. Those that log a standard 40-hour week who may not be able to work additional hours due to other responsibilities, health, and other particular job duties would continue to pay taxes on their income, while their colleagues that work overtime would enjoy tax-free earnings. This is the dumbest article I think I've read in a long time. They're acting as if the people that work overtime, the hours before overtime, are not taxed. It would be. It's just the overtime that wouldn't be taxed. I think it would incentivize more people to work, and people that are struggling to make ends meet. Hey, I'm going to pick up an extra day, you know, for those extra, the expensive groceries or the expensive rent or the crazy mortgage maybe or whatever, or gas, you know. That is wild to me. Wild to me, man. I feel like that it's, to me, and I could be wrong, on paper, it sounds like a good idea for the regular working person. You know, no tax on tips. That industry, those people work really hard. They're getting taxed for gratuity. And then people that work the extra couple days or whatever, or extra one shift. Sometimes just one shift makes a difference. Sometimes that one shift, okay, you got grocery money now, you know? And yeah, why not? It's so crazy to me that they feel like everybody should have, like, even the people that don't work as hard should have the same thing as the people that work really hard and bust their ass. Why? $40 hours is the basic shit. That's what comes with it. And that's a lot. It is a lot. In some countries, I don't think they do 40 hours, you know, but to penalize the people that are doing extra time and not let them keep the tax on that, these greedy fucks, right? And it would probably benefit the employer too. It probably would benefit the employer, because now you have people that want to do a little bit of extra time here and there. They're picking up some hours and stuff. Ultimately, policymakers should consider more comprehensive reforms and address the systemic inequities. Give me a break. In the tax and wage systems, fair tax reforms would benefit all. I mean, overall, they should fix the tax thing too. But
someone was detected at your front door.
Oh, she left. I mean, I'll take what I can get. shit. I mean, it's not really for me anymore with the YouTube stuff, but as far as like, you know, tax on overtime or whatever, but unless I find a way to bill, if I did 40 hours a week and I did more than that, that'd be kind of dope. If I could be like, all right, this is overtime. I don't think it works like that, but can't tax you for that money now after the 40 hours. What about commission people? That's a good question, Red Bates. And I don't know. Does no tax on tips apply to commission employees? Because yeah, there's a lot of people that work off a commission. I don't know. I don't know why these companies are so mad about that. The no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. I'm gonna keep people enslaved, struggling, fucking making ends meet, paying all this tax money to send it overseas. Senator Ted Cruz. I don't know. Maybe it's deeper than that. But I feel like people need anything right now. Any kind of break or incentivization to keep their money and a little more money in their pockets. Still waiting on Trump. Look at the bottom right of the Trump and Vance sign. Oh, is that a... Oh, wait, what is that? Is that... Oh, I thought that was like... I don't know what that is. At first, I thought that was a cat. What is that? It's like a plant or something? I don't know what that is. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Chaos, Beach Mel, Femi, Bex, Patty Cakes, JB, Harley. Especially when my husband was offshore drilling. Wow, he was offshore driller for over a week. Let me see if I can find that last rally, maybe some highlights. I didn't get to watch it. Uh-oh. Dear Taylor Swift. Uh-oh, somebody got a message for Taylor. Dear Taylor, did you research this? Child poverty at 5 years old. Jobless claims up. Ooh. Jocelyn Nungri, raped, tortured, and murdered by illegal immigrants. Rachel Morin, yeah, we know Rachel Morin, we cover that. Raped and murdered by illegal immigrants. Kayla Hamilton, 20 years old. Killed by MS-13. Maria Gonzalez, 11 years old. Raped and murdered. Laken Riley, murdered. Aiden Clark, 11 years old. Oh boy. Killed by a Haitian immigrant. Aurora, Colorado. Venezuelan gang. Tren de Aragua. Title 9. Inflation. Love Actually. Married mom of 2. And a dog. What did JD Vance say? This is so funny when I see this. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Did you see the remix of this? Where's it at? The new Eat the Cat TikTok. They're the TikTokers. I don't know if this is copyrighted, but
they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
These TikTok people, man.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
You're a little flexible.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Oh my God.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs.
Oh
They're
my
eating
God.
the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the.
All right. We got the gist. Oh my God. What's this person doing? Hold on.
The cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Oh my God. West Trompito. There's this guy that's really funny on YouTube. Does politics. I'm trying to remember his name. I haven't watched it in a while, but I saw a clip the other day. JP Sears. JP Sears. That guy's funny. So glad I'm not in the dating scene. What's the guy saying? All right, JP Sears.
Welcome the candidates to the stage.
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
See you. Have fun.
Thank you.
Madam Vice President, those earrings are looking lovely on you tonight. They remind me of these Nova wireless audio earrings I've seen before that allow direct communication into one's ear. But because we're not allowing earpieces tonight and those look the same, I'm sure they're different. Okay, my first question is for the felon. A lot of people support you. Why do you think that is?
That's because people want to take their country back.
Whoa! Calling for violence like that will not be tolerated on this debate stage, mister. Completely unacceptable. So just calm down, and if you could, please, safely, tell us what you would do if you got elected.
Make America great again. She's destroying this country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I've got to cut you off right there. We've just fact-checked you, and Venezuela is not on steroids. Madam Vice President, Americans are suffering economically right now under your administration because of Trump's administration. So because you're not already in, if you were to get into office, what would you do to help the economy?
The best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse. Mine would strengthen the economy.
Ah, now that is impressive. So you're saying Trump's plan wouldn't work?
So Donald Trump has no plan for you.
President Trump, some would say it's irresponsible of you to show up for a presidential debate without having any plan to fix the economy. You probably should have had one by now. Mr. Trump, I'll give you 3 seconds to respond.
And I'll tell you what I would do.
Excuse me, your time is up, Mr. President, and the next question is for you. Now, the Vice President is standing right there. What race do you think she is?
Not black?
Well, that's correct. We're not in Atlanta or Detroit right now, but she will be soon. And it sounds like you hate her for it.
I don't care what she is. I don't care.
Why are you so concerned about her race?
I couldn't care less.
What race would she have to be for you to be okay with her?
Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
Mrs. Harris, how do you feel when you hear President Trump say he hates you when you're black?
I mean, honestly, I think it's a tragedy that we have someone who wants to be president who has consistently, over the course of his career, attempted to use race to divide the American people.
Yeah, he always does that.
We don't want a leader who is constantly trying to have Americans point their fingers at each other.
This is literally what these people have done for years and years and years and years and years in the media and everything, the way they title shit. They've been doing this shit forever. But now it's Trump.
Madam Vice President, more of your identity politics will certainly solve that problem. Now to you, President Trump.
Let's remember.
Oh, I'm sorry, Madam Vice President. Please go ahead.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
Now, that is a rather big accusation that he said such a thing. I better fact check that.
And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
Yep, President Trump specifically said neo-Nazis and white nationalists are fine people. Fact check true. As per usual, Madam Vice President, your statements are factually correct. Now, President Trump, your opponent has repeatedly criticized you for your involvement in Project 2025. Why would you be pushing such a terrible thing so hard?
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025.
Fact check false. You do.
That's out there.
If you could please just stick to the facts here and tell the American people why you're pushing Project 2025 so aggressively.
I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it.
So you're admitting right here that you don't know how to read. That's kind of pathetic. No offense to the illiterate community. Madam Vice President, your opponent has criticized your calls for an assault weapons ban. How do you respond to this?
This business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away, so stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Yeah, right.
Let us finally pass an assault weapons ban.
Fact check true, everybody. She never said anything about any kind of ban on guns. You are a liar. So, Madam Vice President, just to clarify, if elected, do you support taking people's guns away?
As President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
And that's also true. Perfect. Well, this has been a great debate.
But it makes no difference.
Silence! And thank you for your closing remarks, Mr. Trump. Madam Vice President, any closing remarks from you?
Are you okay?
You know what? I am okay, and thank you for asking. A leader who cares enough to ask. Huh. President Trump, you have to admit, she did pretty good, huh?
Weak and stupid.
Ah, cut his mic.
Oh, it's JP Sears. He has some pretty funny stuff online sometimes, or all the time. Okay. Still waiting on Trump. Oh, this was Trump en route earlier. Got a big motorcade escort. President Trump hosting a press conference in Kamala's home state of California. You don't want to miss this.
Announcing that as part of our additional tax cuts, we will end all taxes on overtime.
What?
You know what that means?
Ooh, you know there's some upper echelon people not liking that. What?
Think of that. Think of that.
Need to protect this guy.
Think of that.
No, of course.
That gives people more of an incentive to work. It gives the companies it's a lot easier to get the people. And, you know, I went to some economists, great ones, and I said, what do you think? They said, it would be unbelievable. You'll get a whole new workforce by doing that. No taxes on overtime. The people who work overtime are among the hardest working citizens in our country. And for too long, no one in Washington has been looking out for them. Those are the people that really work. They're police officers, nurses, factory workers, construction workers, truck drivers, and machine operators. It's time for the working man and woman to finally catch a break, and that's what we're doing, because this is a good one. And I think it's going to be great for the country. So that's why we will be saying that if you're an overtime worker, when you're past 40 hours a week, think of that. Your overtime hours will be tax-free. Okay? Good? You're going to have it, too.
Okay. Look at that. Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump. Damn. Huge fire in Chinatown, Los Angeles this morning. They're still dealing with fires over there, all over the place. Cats discovered are being discovered with their heads torn off, their bodies cut into pieces. Houston, Texas detective don't think an animal's responsible.
The horrific sight Jackson Heim and others here have seen.
So my mom was out walking her dog, and she passed by, saw that a black cat was severed in half.
Cats cut in half, others with their paws cleanly chopped off.
We have not found any blood around any of the bodies that we've picked up, and we've also, all of their internal organs are still around.
Each of these cats are part of a community colony. The first found dead 2 weeks ago. The second cat, this calico named Stella, found mutilated this past Sunday. And the third just reported on Wednesday.
For this to happen 3 times in 2 weeks when we haven't seen anything like this in 30 years, I find it hard to believe that that's just a random animal attack.
Neighbors that live along Park Drive have filed at least 3 separate reports with Houston police. Animal cruelty detectives are investigating, saying there's simply just not enough evidence to know if this was done by an animal or a person.
We don't know where the other half is.
While we were interviewing Jackson, Houston's BARC team arrived to pick up the remains of the latest victim, collecting them for necropsy a full day after these residents called 911.
We talked to the officers yesterday, and as you can see, the body is still out here being eaten.
Oh, that's in Texas. Lord Almighty. It's Kamala Harris.
He has no plan to replace it. He said, concepts of a plan. Oh, you all watched the debate.
She's feeling herself.
Concepts. No actual plan, concepts. Hey, he's...
Remember when MSN, mainstream media, said that she just needed a drink of water? Oh, that was Hillary, huh? Bro, she looking like Weekend at Bernie's. I remember that was a crazy time. This was years ago. Oh, my God. Imagine if that was Trump, the way the media would have been. Oof. Oh, John Legend talking about the cat thing.
Hello, everyone. My name is John Legend. And
I think he's
I was born as
Asian?
John R. Stevens.
Maybe.
From a place called Springfield, Ohio. Oh, Springfield, Ohio. You may have heard of Springfield, Ohio this week. In fact, if you watched the debate, we were discussed by our presidential candidates, including a very special, interesting man named Donald J. Trump. Now, Springfield has had a large influx of Haitian immigrants who have come to our city. Now, our city had been shrinking for decades. We didn't have enough jobs. We didn't have enough opportunity. So people left and went somewhere else. So when I was there, we had upwards of 75,000 people. And in the last 5 years, we were down to like 60,000 people.
Why'd you leave, though?
But of late, during the Biden administration, there have been more jobs that opened up, more manufacturing jobs, more plants, factories that needed employees and were ready to hire people. So we had a lot of job opportunities, and we didn't have enough people in our town of 60,000 people to fill those jobs. And during the same time, there had been upheaval and turmoil in Haiti, and the federal government granted visas and immigration status to a certain number of Haitian immigrants so they could come to our country legally. And our demand in Springfield for additional labor met up with the supply of additional Haitian immigrants. And here we are. We had about 15,000 or so immigrants move to my town of 60,000. Now, you might say, wow, that's a lot of people for a town that only had 60,000 before. That's a 25% increase. That is correct. So you might imagine there are some challenges with, integrating a new population, new language, new culture, new dietary preferences, all kinds of reasons why there might be growing pains, making sure there are enough services to accommodate the new larger population that might need bilingual service providers, et cetera, et cetera. So there are plenty of reasons why this might be a challenge for my hometown. But the bottom line is these people came to Springfield because there were jobs for them and they were willing to work. And they wanted to live the American dream, just like your German ancestors, your Irish ancestors, your Italian ancestors, your Jewish ancestors, your Jamaican ancestors, your Polish ancestors, all these ancestors who have moved to this country, maybe not speaking the language that everyone else spoke, maybe not eating the same foods, maybe having to adjust, maybe having to integrate, but all coming because they saw opportunity for themselves and their families in the American dream, and they came here to do that. Some facts about immigrants. They usually do very well here. They are hardworking, they're ambitious, they commit less crime than native-born Americans, and they will assimilate and integrate in time, but it takes time. So I think all of us need to have the same kind of grace that we would want our ancestors to have when they moved here, with our Haitian brothers and sisters who move here too. And nobody's eating cats, nobody's eating dogs. We all just want to live and flourish and raise our families in a healthy and safe environment.
This dude is so baked and waked. Where is Trump? John Legend, Utah Mormon swinger tells Joe Bear how to be a soft swinger. Ooh. While explaining how her marriage fell apart because of it, to promote her new show, Mormonism.
Because you both had engaged in soft swinging with other couples.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, well, usually that's what it means. It's the soft part that's throwing me. And then, of course, if you're engaged with other couples, you might fall in love with one of the guys in the or one of the women, if you have that persuasion. Yeah. So what happened there?
Yeah, we opened up our relationship.
And what is soft swinging? Explain that.
So
not hard swinging, it's soft.
that
may be the problem. More gentle,
Gentle, yes. I feel like it was. So swinging is where you full on switch partners, like swingers, right?
Yes.
And so for us, we opened up our relationship. We're playing games and being intimate all in front of each other. Yeah. So we weren't full on switching per se, so that's why they called it soft swimming, which I didn't come up with that term, by the way. I was told that, so
that was assigned to her.
Yeah, I would have called it just inexperienced people opening
Mormon
up their
swinging would have been good.
Oh yeah.
Well,
you got married very young. You were married very young.
So then
we all were.
So you fell in love with one of the guys that you started to interact with,
or is
right?
that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it fall in love. Maybe in that moment I thought those feelings, but I can't speak for like being in an affair. I feel like those feelings are like heightened. And when you get out of it, you're like, none of that was actually real love. You know? So I feel like I wouldn't say that now, but back at the time I might have felt those feelings.
TikTok mom Taylor Paul admitted in 2022 that she and a group of dancing Mormon moms would have soft swinging parties on the weekend where the group of women and their husbands would party. The large group would stop just short of going all the way with each other. Paul ended up getting divorced from her husband after she went off with someone else's husband during the party. Oh no. She has launched a new show to reveal more about her activities. Now she's a celebrity. Yay! I mean, she was already, I guess, like big in TikTok or something. Say it ain't so. It didn't work out. Mortifying moment. TikTok stars forced to explain what soft swinging is. Ooh. So she got a new show on Hulu. Well, congratulations. What else we got? Trump. Where's Trump at, man? Whoa. Somebody said, what? Rosie O'Donnell's septic tank? What in the heezy is that? Is that AI? Is that real? It's Friday the 13th. Oh, was he? I never heard of that before. He was swarmed by, let me see, Trudeau. Swarmed by migrants. Is that this one? Oh, it's not that. I don't know. I can't find it. I was looking for it on Twitter.
Road. I can't do that.
Trudeau. Come on, Trump.
I think I've got time. I got 15 minutes. If he shows up, just hit record on my phone. $10.20.
The hell is this kid thinking? Y'all heard about this? Oh, I wanted to say it for a video though. 38-pound rescue cat got stuck in a shoe rack while trying to escape fat camp. What? Ooh. That's a big cat. Damn. Oh yeah, there was this whole Lil Wayne drama, kind of, because they're having the Super Bowl, I guess, in New Orleans, and they picked Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. And supposedly the way the system works is that I think supposedly there's some committee gets together from the NFL and they decide who they want, but then they pass it off to the city supposedly, and the city has the ultimate decision. So some people were upset that Lil Wayne didn't get picked, but also some people were saying Kendrick's more relevant right now and he's had all this music and the Drake disses and all that. So TMZ just posted this. I guess now he's speaking about it.
Forgive me for the delay. The delay on, just the delay. I want to say I had to, first of all, I had to get strength. I had to get strength enough to do this without breaking. I must say thank you. I must say thank you to every voice, every opinion, all the care, all the love and the support out there. Your words turn into arms, and it held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot.
But I feel like Kendrick would bring him out. I don't know if he's not allowed to. Jay told them to go with Jay-Z. Oh, because he has like he has some partnership with them too. I thought I forgot about that. I think he does have. I mean, he has a lot of money. I'm sure he makes calls, but I thought he did have some type of partnership with the NFL. Jay-Z partnership. Yeah, there's a company right got involved with the NFL commissioner, eventually inking a 5-year, $25 million deal. I mean, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Aimed at revamping the Super Bowl halftime shows and amplifying the NFL social justice agenda. I mean, they should just bring both of them on or something. I don't know how well it would mix, but.
You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. But I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot and that stage and that platform in my city. And so it hurt a whole lot. But y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. Wow. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. And that's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me.
Damn, really?
And I'm just trying to put me back together, but my God, have you all helped me.
Wow. I didn't know he was that, felt that strongly about it. He said it broke him. I was like, oh, wow. I mean, I know it's like his city and he's an OG legend, forever. I think it would have been cool if they would have made it, figured out a way to bring both of them on, let Kendrick do his thing, and then, let Lil Wayne. I don't know if it'd be too tough to commingle them, but let him come out and do a song or two or something, or if Kendrick finds a way to bring him on for even just one song, I think that'd be dope. He should. I think he would get a lot of praise if he did. I don't know if he's allowed to, though, but... All right, so we're almost an hour waiting for Trump. I don't know if there's some type of security thing. I would think this type of place, though, I don't know where he's at, somewhere in Cali. Let's see, Ranchos Palos Verdes. Ranchos Palos Verdes. Let's look that up. In English, that translates to ranches, branches, or sticks. Ranches, sticks, green. Ranches, branches, green. Ranchos Palos Verdes. So that's a city in California. I don't know exactly where he's at. I think somebody said it was like at a golf course or something. It does kind of look like a golf course. Okay. I'm gonna Google that. Justin Trudeau gets swarmed by mob.
Trudeau have been just crazy. And just before the House of Commons starts sitting on Monday, he thought it'd be a good idea to go and do his last little tour around BC. Take a look at this mob that's able to surround our Prime Minister. Before we get to the clip, guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to do a little bit more to help the channel, you can always become a channel member by hitting that join button. And YouTube's still running the promotion on this channel right now, so even if you do just sign up for only $2, which is greatly appreciated, it's going to be matched by YouTube on their end, so it really helps me out and it helps grow the channel. But all right, let's get to the clip.
Hang in there. All right.
That's right. Ishan, that's right.
Here we go.
Towards the end of the table.
Be polite.
I can't tell what's his security there.
What are they doing? Nothing.
His security's in plain clothes. You can't even tell what's his security and what's not. This is ridiculous.
I'm going around this way, so go to the other side.
You guys are right.
I'd be a little paranoid to have that many people on top of me like that. If I was in his position, anybody could just easily shank his ass if they wanted to. I don't know if they cleared all these people, or they went through some type of, everybody was checked. But... Jeez. Yeah, security sucks, yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe we're getting close to the time. Or maybe not. Oh, this was pretty wild. This chick, apparently this girl lives right next to a prison. And so this chick was twerking for the prisoners.
Brianna. I hate this part. Please. Oh my God.
I'd be worried about one of these people breaking out just to come and get her. Oh boy. Justin, illegal immigrant arrested for murder after a family of 4 was found dead in their burning home in New York. Julio Cesar Pimento Soriano, who was wanted in the Dominican Republic, oh wow, for murder in 2019, was arrested. 2 toddlers and parents, Fremi Abaldu and Marangeli Moreno Santiago, were allegedly killed by this illegal immigrant. This was a horrific scene. Well, let's check it out. It's a little clip here.
On August 31st, 2024, at approximately 5:23 a.m., a 911 call came in for the address of 329 Knapp Avenue. The call initially came in as a fire at the location. Irondequoit Police, as well as personnel from the Irondequoit Fire Department, St. Paul Fire Department, the Point Pleasant Fire Department, and Irondequoit Ambulance responded to the location. The fire inside the structure was quickly addressed and brought under control. While searching the location, several individuals were located inside and found to be deceased. The names of the deceased are Fraime Ubaldo, he's a 30-year-old male from 3029 Knapp Avenue. I'm sorry about pronunciation on this. Marangeli Moreno Santiago, 26-year-old female from 329 Knapp Avenue. Evangeline Ubaldo Moreno, 4-year-old female from 329 Knapp Avenue. And Sebastian Ubaldo Moreno, 2-year-old male, 329 Knapp Avenue. Sorry. Due to the condition of the bodies, it was readily apparent that this was going to be a homicide investigation. Officers on scene worked with fire personnel to ensure it was safe to be inside. After it was determined to be safe for fire and police personnel, the location was secured to start a methodical investigation. Crime scene technicians and investigators from the Irondequoit Police Department and the Monroe County Fire Bureau worked diligently to process the scene. Due to the nature of the scene, our processing took almost 2 days. Limited information was initially given out due to the need to inform family members that had to be located in other states. Peer counselors were brought in immediately for the initial emergency responders and remain available for the upcoming days. Anyone with information is asked to call the Irondequoit Police Department at 585-336-6000, or if you wish to remain anonymous, please call Crime Stoppers at 585-423-9300. I apologize. I know you guys have questions. This was a horrific scene. In almost 32 years of doing this job, I've never seen anything like it. So, there's a reason why we don't put all this information out at first, and I get a little frustrated, and not with you. I get a little frustrated with a lot of people on social media.
Stop. Go a little more on the right. Yep. 2 more. Yep, stop. Yeah, that's dead even with the roof line. You guys let me know how it looks. Yeah. Looks like a good height.
And anything else, wanting to have instant gratification, put the information out there immediately. There's a reason why we don't do it, because the last thing I want is a family member to hear horrific details about their family's death through social media or through the media. I wanted to hear it right straight from her mouth. Think about if it was your family. Think about how we would want to be treated ourselves. So that's the reason why this has taken just a little bit of time. Also, we took 2 days to make sure that we methodically cleared that location. The fire did not help, but it didn't hinder us. We wanted to make sure that we went floor to floor and didn't miss any piece of information that needed to be collected to ultimately bring these monsters to justice. That's all I can say. Is for what you do to adults is fine, but when you murder innocent children,
yeah, that's crazy, man.
There's no excuse for it.
So, an hour late. I don't know what's going on, but and they're still kind of setting up. It looks like they zoomed it in a little bit more. I was kind of hoping to be in and out. I didn't think we'd still be stuck here an hour later, you know, because I wanted to do other shit on the other channels. Let's see.
Down a few degrees. These 2 far ones okay. Yep. Yeah. I'm definitely a lot shorter than him too, so keep that in mind. And then
he's ghosted. Ooh, Justin Timberlake arriving for his DWI case. We love you, Justin!
Back
How's your tour going, Justin?
up! Back up!
Teacher admits to having sex with 16-year-old boy, leaving claw marks on his back as other students served as lookouts. No, lookouts? Oh. Wow. Hell no. A Missouri teacher. Girl, what you did? Fannie Willis. Let's see. Yeah, a Missouri teacher is likely headed to prison after admitting last week she had sex with a 16-year-old while the students served as lookouts. And the boy's dad faces felony charges for allegedly condoning the disturbing relationship. So they're coming for the dad, too. Oh. Wow. Trying to load it up, it's not loading up. Come on. Justin Timberlake breaks silence with cringeworthy apology outside of the courtroom. I want to see Justin Timberlake apology. Hold on. I found my. Oh, here it is. Let's see.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
So I don't know how many of you were in the courtroom and heard what I had to say in the courtroom, but I'll reiterate that and say this to you. Many of you have probably been covering me for a lot of my life, and as you may know, I try to hold myself to a very high standard for myself. And this was not that. This was not that. I found myself in a position where I could have made a different decision. But I've had some time to reflect on that. And I also understand by the fact that all of you are here, that I have a platform, you have a platform, we share that platform. And so what I'd like to say to everyone watching and listening, even if you've had one drink, don't get behind the wheel of a car. There's so many alternatives. Call a friend. Take an Uber. There's many travel apps. Still, take a taxi. This is a mistake that I made, but I'm hoping that whoever's watching and listening right now can learn from this mistake. I know that I certainly have. And like I said, even one drink, don't get behind the wheel of a car. I also said this in the courtroom before, but I grew up in a small town, so I can appreciate and understand the strain or unique nature that this must have been on the people of Sag Harbor. But I just want to say to everyone who's been involved, from everyone in the courtroom to everyone outside, including the police department, that I'm very grateful. And
wait, yeah, I didn't realize he's wearing pearls. Ooh.
I thank them.
Is that a new thing, like a new style type of thing?
I guess in closing, I'd like to say we can all be more safe out there. And I'm going to do my part. I hope that everyone else does their part. And thank you very much.
It's Justin. Trompito. Where is Trompito, man? I thought we would be done already. I thought I'd be moved on. I would have been on the patio, the garden, or covering some other story. I didn't think Trump was going to take the whole day. Ugh. So this math teacher admitted having sex with a student. Haley Clifton Carmack, 26 years old, pleaded guilty on Friday. I wonder what gets into these teachers. I mean, I understand the students, kids, the boys, young boys, testosterone, but I wonder what's up with the teachers to throw it all away, their life away. She got all these charges, RAing and molestation and child endangerment. She faces up to 4 years in prison and will be on house arrest until she is sentenced. On October 11th, the teacher was caught after police were informed of the relationship between Clifton and the student after a classmate came forward and showed photos of the teen scratches. It's kind of weird too that like all these kids are involved. they got lookouts and everything. The teen's father, Mark Creighton, is accused of knowing about the relationship but failing to report it and has been charged with endangering the welfare of a child. There's Haley right there. Oh, wait, she got a boyfriend? Don't tell me this is the boyfriend. The teacher picture, with her ex-husband. I was going to say. In some of these cases, this teacher's married. He looked like a kid, too, out of high school, like a student and shit in school. The teacher pictured here with her ex-husband was caught after police informed about the relationship and after a classmate came forward and showed photos of the teen scratches. Pulaski County Prosecuting Attorney Hillman told People that his case is on hold until the teacher is sentenced. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But the sexual conduct that took place in Missouri's Pulaski County is about 800 miles away from where she was apprehended. Court documents state how the teenage boy and teacher had sex during school. Wow. While other students were lookouts. What kind of school is this? According to the court records, Pulaski County Sheriff's Department was contacted by the school resource officer who reported the relationship to the police. Oh my God, who is this? This is the father? Teen's father, Mark Creighton, is accused of knowing about the relationship. Who's this? This is a chick? Clifton Carmack made an arrest. A student came forward, showed the pictures with the scratches. The teen said the scratches were from Clifton after having sex with a teacher in a classmate's driveway. Clifton Carmack has 2 young daughters of her own. Wow. Who was recently divorced, having been married to Chance Carmack, who was an amateur mixed martial arts fighter and who had completed basic training in the U.S. Army. Detectives visited the school district on December 8th to speak with the teacher and took her phone, but until police got a warrant to unlock it, they weren't able to see incriminating messages. At the time, Clifton denied having any relationship with the students outside of school. Okay. Was recently divorced. I guess that's the kid and stuff. After getting a warrant, police found text messages that related to the relationship. Student came forward. to report the relationship said the teacher is too friendly with students and sometimes will dress inappropriately. Damn. She would also wear tight leggings that show off her body and would often be reprimanded by the school's administration for being too close with students. No, she was on the radar. Arrest the school too. Arrest the principal, the people, all those people too. They want to. All right. Teachers gone wild. That never happened when I was going to school. I never seen that shit when I was a kid in high school or middle school growing up. All right. We're over an hour now, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, man. What's going on? Let's see what else. Kamala.
It's pretty hot. I like hot stuff, but I don't like it like burn my face off hot. 3 weeks no tism despite promises made many days before. It's true.
What is going on? It's taking too long.
Main Street in Menominee Falls. Man, that jingle. Bless you. Bless you.
All right, keep moving. Damn.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist. The reason why people are not going to vote for Kamala is because she didn't win the fucking debate. A debate is people having their ideas, discussing them, and arguing their ideas. And the person who wins is the person that people most believe. People mostly believe Donald Trump. And what doubles down and make it worse is that Harris continues to go around the whole fucking country lying. Donald Trump doesn't know what the fuck 2025 is. He already said it. Lying. He's going to cut Social Security. He didn't fucking cut it before. He said he's not going to cut it now. And the whole fucking country know this nigga don't be lying.
Oh, shit.
So when he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. So this is the reason why no one's gonna fucking vote for you, Harris, is because all you do is fucking lie. You don't have a fucking clue on how you gonna fix what the fuck you fucked up. You fucked it all up. And instead of apologizing and having a real fucking plan, you continue to keep blaming on the nigga we already know did the best fucking job. You fucking lying ass. No one's gonna vote for you because all you do is lie. It does.
Wow. Okay. He was going off. He was snapping. California traffic. They should have flown him in a helicopter. But yeah, he was driving, though. He's pretty mad about winning. Oh, yeah, it was a freight train. Freight train that crashed into a semi-truck? Oh, yeah, let's check this out. A semi-truck with a tank on it? What?
Oh, shit.
Oh! Demolished. Damn, yo, it threw the tank to the side like it was a nothing. Like, I would have been interesting to see a direct impact of the tank. Would the tank have flown forward? But it hit like the back end of it, I think. Dang! Wow. Tossed that shit to the side like nothing. train stop. A little kid, look, it's the army. Goose Creek in South Carolina. Dang. If they took the Cybertruck. That was pretty wild. Biden points out that Press Secretary Jean Perry is a proud Haitian American and says Trump attacks on the committee have to stop.
3.5 years, we created over help. In just 3.5 years, we created over 2 million new black jobs for black Americans and black help. In just 3.5 years, we created over 2 million new black jobs for black Americans and black.
Now people are saying, what are black jobs? Report of soft lockdown at the University Academy in Kansas City, Missouri. They received online threats. And you'd think people would chill out after all these shootings and people making threats and getting arrested. No, it just increases. University lockdown. Damn. Notorious child killer Susan Smith is up for parole after serving 30 years for killing her sons.
This morning, we're spotlighting new reaction to Susan Smith's upcoming parole eligibility. The convicted killer became infamous after drowning her 2 young sons and then trying to mislead the public into thinking.
Did she drive him in the car into the water or in the house?
That they had been kidnapped. Her husband at the time, David Smith, was by her side supporting her until she confessed. Now, David has been quiet for years about the case. But he recently gave us an exclusive interview talking about her upcoming parole hearing and how he's doing.
Oh, she drowned him in a lake. The case gained international attention because Smith's false claim that a black man had kidnapped her sons during a carjacking. Her defense attorneys David and Judy called expert witnesses to testify that she had a mental health issues that impaired her judgment when she committed the crime. She was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. And I guess that time has come. Wow. Interesting background with her. Her father unalived himself when she was 6 years old, and then she attempted to unalive herself at the age of 13. Her mother married Beverly C. Russell, who later was revealed to have, touched her when she was a teenager. Russell was a local businesswoman who later gained prominence in South Carolina's Republican Party and the Christian Coalition. Both Smith and Russell have stated their sexual relations between them continued until 6 months before the murders. Okay. What?
Today.
I don't think I'm any more of a suspect than anyone in this case right now.
It's very painful to know that anyone would think that either of us had anything to do with this abduction of our children.
David, how do you feel about Susan wanting you to advocate for her prison release?
Oh, they brought him on? The ex-husband?
I think it's absurd. I can't comprehend that she even thinks that I would advocate for her.
When was the last time you talked to her?
It was about a month after she confessed and was arrested. I saw her at a prison in Columbia where she was being held at the time.
Mm-hmm. Has she tried to contact you then, since then, rather?
No, I've had no contact with Susan since that one time. We spoke for about an hour that day, and I haven't talked to her since.
David, do you plan to attend her parole hearing?
I absolutely do. I'm for sure going to be there.
Would you give us a little bit of a preview of what you plan to tell the board?
You know, at this time, I don't even know if I'm going to even write something formally on paper. I may just speak from the heart, but I just want them to know or remind them of what she did. Who were the victims in this case? Certainly not her. And to let them know that her only doing 30 years would be an injustice to Michael and Alex. She doesn't deserve to ever be free again.
David, would you tell us a little bit about your beautiful boys, Michael and Alex?
Well, Julie, unfortunately, I still do not have a lot of memories of Michael and Alex. Early on, I sought professional help, and all of them told me the same thing, that eventually the memories would come back. But at the time, it was my own system taking care of me and not letting me have any memories of them. It was protecting me. Well, here it is almost 30 years, and those memories haven't come back yet. I have bits and pieces, like in the giving them bath.
Uh-oh, is he coming now finally? Maybe not. It means they're zooming into the staircase, like maybe he's coming up, getting ready to come. Hey, finally! Oh my gosh! Oh. I was a little upset with you, Trump, just for a little bit. I was kind of upset, I ain't gonna lie. We can't hear him though. Oh, I guess no mic. I was a little, I was like, man, it's taking this guy so long, bro. God.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce the mayor of Rancho Palos Verdes, who's been a very popular mayor. He's done a fantastic job. And he's really something very special. John Crookshank. And he'll say a few words about
Crookshank.
About 2 miles up the road, they're having some problems with slides into a thing called the Pacific Ocean. And a lot of people would like to hear about it and what the mayor's doing to get it remedied, and he'll take care of it. So, John, please.
Well, I was only expecting to come speak with the president today, and he's gracious enough to invite me to speak to you all, which is an important moment for the city of Rancho Palos Verdes. In 2002, the Trump golf course opened up here, and they've been a great business here in our community. As the president mentioned, our city has been having a lot of issues with a landslide that's less than a mile from here. We have about 600 homes, several thousand residents that have been affected. They've lost power, gas, and it's been moving at an unprecedented rate for the last couple of years because of the rain. We believe we can solve the problem, but we really need the assistance of the state of California and the federal government. We have solutions out there for that, but the problem is bigger than the city of Rancho Palos Verdes, and so it's important that we get the attention and the help of the people of California and of the federal government. So I'm here to thank the president of having me here today. Obviously, I'm a tiny bit nervous. This is a very big deal. Oh, thank you. So anyhow, we very much appreciate you all being here. And of course, I know you're here for the president, but covering what's going on in our city is really important. And it's meant a lot to our community of 42,000 people. So thank you so much.
because he doesn't do too much. But you have a lot of people living over there. And I think John would like to see the help of the state government and the federal government. And so far, they're missing in action. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much, Chief. Appreciate it. This is Trump National Los Angeles, and it's been a tremendous success for a long time. I guess Lily would be 18 or 19 years, I think, right? And I built it, and I have a little bit of a motto, but we never have to advertise because it's always loaded up with golfers, very good golfers. It's a world championship course. It fronts on the Pacific Ocean, as you can see. It actually fronts, very few courses front on the Pacific Ocean. It's Pebble Beach, and there's some others, but I always say, I have the ocean, Pebble Beach has the bay. The ocean's better than the bay. And this course is one of the best courses anywhere in the world, and it's done really well, and we've had a lot of fun with it, so it's been great. It's a major property, as you can imagine. We do also lots of weddings and lots of events, and in the ballroom right behind you. And people get married literally on a nightly basis looking over the Pacific Ocean. So we have something that's very special. We're proud of it.
Right. You guys see me clearly?
Well, thank you all for being here. Before we begin, I want to express my support for all of the families affected by the landslides in Rancho Palos Verdes. The slides are something can be taken care of. This area is very solid. I got
kicked off.
But you go down a couple of miles down, you'll see something that's pretty amazing. The mountain is moving, and it can be stopped, but they need some help from the government, so I hope they get the help, and I'm sure John will have the help. And I want to thank the mayor for the great job he's doing. I tell that to the people, what a great job he's doing. I just met with the mayor, and especially want to salute all of the public safety and emergency personnel who are working down the road, as well as the utility workers who are fighting to restore service to local residents. It's another thing when you live along the coast. Sometimes that happens. It's a little bit more difficult, but when they fix it, there's nothing like it. There really is nothing like it. I'm here today in California with a very simple message for the American people. We cannot allow Comrade Kamala Harris and the communist left to do to America what they did to California. The state of California is a mess with people leaving, and nothing's going to stop them. They're going to other states. Some are going to other countries. But what they've done, Gavin Newsom and Kamala, I'd almost say Kamala more so, she destroyed San Francisco.